Hi, everybody. Today we are going to be going over call numbers, what they are, what they mean, and how to successfully use them. This video will greatly benefit your progress into becoming a scholarly researcher here at Iowa State. So, what is a call number, also known as a Library of Congress or LOC number? A call number is a unique alphanumeric code for individual items in the library. The term alphanumeric means a combination of letters and numbers. A common example you'll all know are license plates. It's also an item's physical address that is used to find and organize library materials. Much like how cities are organized by neighborhoods, libraries organize their physical media in the same way, but in the form of collections. Think of the collection like the neighborhood, and the other letters and numbers in the call number are its street address. Iowa State University has many collections or neighborhoods for its materials. The one that most of you will be familiar with is the General Collection. This is where most of the library materials will be located. The General Collection is located on the library in the lower level, floors 2 and 3, and tiers 1 through 7. There's also the Reference Collection located on Tier 2. This includes handbooks, encyclopedias, style manuals, and other reference books. These materials can only be checked out for 1 week or less in some cases. Another room that many of you will know is the Reading Room. It's located on the second floor, and you can find DVDs, CDs, newspapers, magazines, and unbound journals here. The other collections at Iowa State that aren't as commonly used are the Special Collections, the Veterinary Medicine Library, and the storage buildings. I won't go into detail in this video about them, but if you're curious about what is in these locations and how to access them, all the information is on Canvas right above this video. How do we locate an item? For this video's example, let's say we want to find this book shown in our item record on the screen. Our quick search results show it is available in the Parks Library General Collection. And then what's that long list of letters and numbers after it? That's actually our call number, and it's how we're going to find our book. Pay attention to the first 2 letters for this next part. Since there are many neighborhoods or places that items are held in the libraries, it's important to find the item's specific neighborhood so that you're not aimlessly searching for hours. You can do this by clicking on your item record from the quick search results and then scrolling down to the locate button as shown on the screen. We recommend opening this link in a new tab so that you can still refer back to your call number for the next step. The locate button will take you to this website, and this is where we need to start breaking down our call number. As you can see in our example item record, the call number begins with the letters SF. In order to find the item's location, we need to scroll down to the letters SF to locate it on the website. Once you have located the beginning letters of your call number, click on the location link, which in this case is Tier 5, to proceed. It's also important to make sure that your item is actually available before you go looking for it. Now that we know our tier and we have access to our map of the tier, where do we go? We actually have to look back at the call number now for this and break down our next set of alphanumerics. Our SF is how we just located the tier. This is the general location or neighborhood. Next, you need to read the following numbers, which in this case is 951. These numbers have to stay together or you will not find what you're looking for. Think of these numbers as the call number's street address. These numbers have to stay together and be treated as a whole number. This means that you couldn't go down the bookshelf SF9 or SF95 because you would not find your item. Now that you've located your bookshelf and what will be the top row of your physical call number binding label, you're then going to look for what will be on your second row, which in our example is C66X. This will be arranged in alphanumerical order. For example, B78 will come before C66 because B comes before C. Think of this second set of symbols as its house address. Our last set of numbers is its publication year. Call numbers can be overwhelming, so it's important to know how to read them section by section so that you don't get stuck. So we've just broken down what each section of our call number means, but how do we find our item? Well, we know our neighborhood, which is tier 5. This was determined by the letters SF. We also know our item's street address. This is what bookshelf it's going to be on within the tier, which in this case, it needs to be the bookshelf that will contain the letters and numbers SF951. Reminder to make sure that all of your symbols are in the bookshelf that you are going into. Then we have our C66X. This determines the home address, or where it is located at on the shelf. So let's go find our book. All right, so in order to find our item, we are going to head into tier 5. Now, it's really important that as you are looking in whatever collection your item is contained, that you are continuously checking the cards at the end of the bookshelves to see if your call number will be found there. I'm just going to go ahead and pause on this image of the index card at the end of the bookshelf. As you can see, the bookshelf I'm going into contains all items with the first section of its call number ranging from SF756.5 through SF967. Since 951 is between those two numbers, I know that our item will be on this row of shelves. So now that we've found our bookshelf, we're looking for the following information: SF951 C66X 1990. And now that we have found our book and everything lines up, let's compare it to the digital call number so we can see the similarities and differences. All right, as you can see in these two images between the digital and the physical call number, we have successfully found the correct book. Our only difference in between digital and physical call numbers is the formatting. The physical call number on the binding of our book is split up into 3 rows, which is what the spaces in our digital call number represent. But what about other formats? Now that we've mastered how to find a book, how do we find a journal article, a conference proceeding, and every other format of physical media? Well, you're in luck because it's the same process we just went over. Now, if you're looking for a specific article or conference proceeding, that will require a bit more searching in the table of contents once you have found the issue that contains your specific article or proceeding. As for DVDs, almost all will be found in the reading room and are organized numerically, but a special some are located in the special collections area on the 4th floor, and you will need authorization to check them out. Summary. Call numbers are unique alphanumeric codes that are assigned to every book by the Library of Congress in order to organize physical media. Here at Parks, the first letter or letters of a call number determine what collection or neighborhood the item is in. The number or numbers after the letter or letters in the first section of a call number determine what bookshelf the item is located in within its collection. The second row or section of the call number is organized first by letter and then by number. The numbers are to be read as a decimal. Finally, read your call number in sections so that you don't get overwhelmed. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you learned something from this video.